Hey guys, what's going on? It's Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com, Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com, and you're looking at some of our kale plants. We planted these again during the November of last year, and we've ate off of our kale, and it's been inside the same planter. We've grown over 75 tomatoes from this one planter. Then we used the soil, and then we grew kale. We used to grow celery. Your soil is fertile enough to do whatever you want it to do. It's so fertile that right now, even though I've cut the limbs off my kale, they're starting to grow back. And I wanted to show you how beautiful that is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The leaves are starting to grow back. So you have to find out if you want to keep your plants or if you want to move on to something else. But all of them are showing signs of returning back to normal, no matter how long below the stub is. So the reason why I wanted to show you this, why it's so important, to let you know that your plant is not dying. It's going through seasonal changes, but it is not dying. So I don't want you to think that somehow, because the wintertime is not as prosperous as the summertime, that your plants somehow are deficient. Now, what we did was this. We love our kale. I love my kale. And so what I did was that I put pea seeds in here also, because I put about 100 pea seeds in this one planter. I want to see the peas grow. I want to see them develop. I want microgreens early. I need something healthy to eat right now, besides kale and some of my other winter vegetables. So I put my my seeds in here. So I want you and I to just start digging it up and see what they look like underneath the soil surface. So let's dig a little bit closer. See if we can pull out some of these peas to see if they start germinating at all yet from this planter. Well, it looks like they're not there yet. They've been in here for about, I would say about a week or so. Ah, there we are. Got one that's actually starting to germinate and grow. Yeah. So we plan on having hundreds of peas coming out of this planter. They're starting to germinate and to grow. Hundreds of peas coming out of this planter. Okay. So it's going to come, guys. We've only been here like 4 or 5 days, and already they're starting to do their job, and I love it. And I don't want to bother them, so I'm going to push them back down below the surface where they belong, where it's nice and moist down there, because it's being watered underneath the surface. If I water on top of the surface, I'll create bacteria, and it will destroy my plants, and I don't want that to happen. So we do everything below the surface. So Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com. Now you see this right here? I'm going to cut that back too. I'm going to cut that back because I wanted to start some new growth. So I'm going to cut this down and see if it will take off and do what it needs to do. It's really got some good growth coming into it. But I want to start afresh for this year, for these kales that are there. This is Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com, where this now planter should generate close to about 100 microgreens in terms of peas. And they are highly nutritious. Now, why am I growing these peas in here? Because I'm going to grow something else in here after my peas. And the peas is a great source of nitrogen. And that's why I want my peas to be developing in this pot. And as you can see, there's a lot of peas that are going to start developing and growing out of this planter. And I'm so excited about it. So excited about it. Oh, this was above surface. I don't know how I got up there, but yeah. So I want to see what's going to happen. I'm so excited about it. And I can't wait for them to take off. We just started watering this planter, I would say about when we put the peas in, maybe about 4 or 5 days ago. And it's amazing how they're going to take off. So we have 10 of these planters that are going to do extremely well. And we want to share that with you guys. Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com, Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com.